I doubt a deck has ever been built like this before. My wife has been waiting over 20 years for a back deck, and I'm finally doing it. But I'm not doing it the way they're built in the city. I'm just hoping it'll work. Okay, it's Farmer Dave. So Tami's here to inspect. Don't fall out. Tami, hello.
Hey.
Anyway, so we tore the steps off, and
He made a note. He didn't tell me that he had.
but you got to pay attention around here.
Yeah.
So yes, we're very excited to put a deck. So it's gonna have a steel subframe. It's crazy. I doubt a deck has ever been built like this before. So it's gonna be 4x6 steel tubing frame. Massive in both directions, posts and everything down to the concrete. Then we're gonna put galvanized corrugated steel sheets on the whole top of the whole frame. And then on top of the galvanized steel sheets, the corrugated, then we're gonna do paver stones. And so then the paver stones, because they're not waterproof, the water will go through onto the corrugated steel and at a slope off away from the house and off onto the grass. So I've never seen anything like that before. I'm just hoping it'll work. Okay, so I've just started welding the legs to the beams. I just ordered the corrugated steel. It's going to be 22 gauge, so it's a fairly thick version of the corrugated galvanized steel. You could get 28, 24, 22, and anyway, so I'll get the 22 gauge so that it's stronger, and then we'll be spanning across all those big beams, probably somewhere around 2 foot spaces. They're bringing I'm building this deck out of scraps from around the farm. I know those are big steel scraps, but that's what they are. And then I bought these paver stones in auction, I don't know, 8 years ago, long time ago. And they're beautiful. And I have several pallets of them. Yeah, just extend it. Anyway, so we're bringing the blocks in. I've ordered the galvanized, and pretty excited to be able to have a fairly permanent style deck that can never rot. All heavy steel, and it will rust away eventually, but that'll be somewhere around 500 years from now. So that's good. We'll see how it comes together. Okay, so now we've welded all, yeah, we got our karaoke stars. Woohoo! Daniel's there he is. All right, so we've welded all the beams on the first level, and now we're bringing in the big guys, 30 feet long, down the stretch here. Okay, let's do it. We bought a bunch of big steel racks from a company that was selling out, a big drilling company, and all of this steel was just leftover steel on those racks, and we had a lot. Anyway, this is only a fraction of the steel that we got off of that auction. So it is now being recycled into a deck. Okay, so we've got all the cross beams on there, and these are just some sample pieces of corrugated steel that we are using, for testing. But I've ordered the full length pieces. They'll go the full length out, and there won't be any seams. I mean, on the slope. Then there'll be several pieces coming across. So it'll be around, 23 feet at the longest, 20 feet for the rest, and 30 feet wide. So, 600 square feet. So a decent size deck with waterproof storage underneath for all of the, summer furniture and stuff to go underneath, and who knows, kids may just play around under there, you never know. So we're waiting for the steel to come. I've got a whole bunch more welding to do, but we got the heavy work done with the telehandler so they could take it back, because everybody wants to use the telehandler, that's for sure. Okay, it's November 13th and it is unbelievably warm out here. It's got to be almost 15 degrees Celsius. It's absolutely amazing at this time of year to be this warm. And we're just trying to finish up the deck. So they're doing some cutting on one of the last pipes and then hammer drilling in the anchor bolts into the concrete. It's coming along nicely. Very exciting.
Hey guys, it's Kyle. Just gonna butt in here for just a second. We're really close to hitting 4,000 hours on our YouTube channel to get monetized. I know it's not really a big deal in the big picture, but it's kind of fun if we can get over that hump. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the channel, and so you can go and watch some of our older videos to get us over. So we'll get back to Dave here in just a second. Okay, I just jumped in the car to get out of the wind, but I just want to make this quick. So on our YouTube channel, we have different playlists, and so you can find ones about concrete, about bees, about farming, cows. There's even like a cooking playlist, I think, with Dave. There's also like a travel one, wildlife one, a whole bunch of ones. So if you look on the top of the screen, you'll see those links. They'll take you to those playlists. Go check some of those out. It'll help us with our watch hours, and then we can get monetized, even if we make 1 cent a year. It's just kind of fun to have that check mark on our YouTube channel. So I'll get back to Dave's deck here. These are clips just over the last few weeks or months that he's been working on the deck, and talk to you later. Thanks.
Okay, got the stone. The paver stones are there, getting ready to come on, but we're waiting for the steel deck. But I've got all the frame all welded up now, except for just a little bit over at that corner where I got the clamp on there. That's the part that sticks out a little bit. Whoa, balancing out on beams out here. Anyway, we're super excited to have a nice solid deck that will never rot. Anyway, I will not see this thing fall down, that's for sure. So we're getting close. Now it's gonna get a bit snowy tomorrow, but I won't get the sheet, the steel decking until next week. Next week's supposed to be much more like November, but still around freezing and a little above freezing each day. So once the metal gets here, we'll lay it on and start laying the brick. Okay, this is the next day after I was doing all that welding. We're getting our first real snow of the winter on the frame. It's supposed to warm up to 10 degrees above zero tomorrow, so this will all be melted off. Anyway, it's just pretty to see the snow. Looks like, well, a couple inches of fluffy snow for sure. Okay, so we're back at it. We've obviously had some snow, but it's warmed up quite a bit for a couple days. We've got our long pieces of corrugated galvanized steel, and we're just putting the angle iron frame around the top of the deck, and then we'll slide the steel on. So yeah, we've had some cold weather and some snow, but now we've got a Chinook, so we're about 5 degrees Celsius. So not a bad day to work outside. The guys are just getting the angle irons cut and ready, and we'll get that. I'm just welding it together. Woo! Getting it all welded together. And then we'll be able to start putting the stone on there. So we're hoping to make some good progress over the next 3 days. We just finished welding in the angle iron frame around the outside that will hold the stone and the steel into position. Now we're bringing the big sheets of galvanized corrugated steel, 22 gauge, I believe. It's heavy. Then we'll do some, we'll get this cut and into place, and then we'll be ready to put on some stone. They've got all the steel cut. We just got to put a few more screws in. And then we'll start putting the blocks on. Still warm today and maybe a little bit warm tomorrow, but then it gets cold for quite a long time. So we'll try to get as much of this done today and tomorrow as we can. Okay, the team made some really good progress on this today. Really good. I don't think we're half done, but we're definitely over a third. And so this is going to be awesome. Way to go, team. And they only worked here for the afternoon. And tomorrow we're going to try to work here all day. So we should get quite a ways out there tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're using the big Milwaukee saw to trim and cut our blocks. So the deck's coming along super good. Arnold and I are trying to finish this up. It is and we got the solar crew here as well. Anyway, so we're just trying to finish up the deck. It's December 23rd, I believe. Yeah, 2 days before Christmas. And it's warming up. It's going to be above freezing. It's probably only 1 or 2 degrees below zero right now. But I like how the whole deck's coming together. We're cutting some of the miter joints and stuff with our big Milwaukee saw. But we had 2 batteries and they're both out right now, so we're gonna have to stop for a bit and let things charge up. How's Brandon?
Good.
Awesome. So, Christmas present, try to get the deck looking good. Okay, so it's a frosty Christmas morning. And the frost looks really cool on the deck. But the whole valley is frosty and foggy. It got foggy last night. Frost on the trees. So we're not done the deck. The batteries ran out and then it was really cold. So, but there's forecast for warmer weather every so often. So I'll just keep cutting away at these blocks, getting them all fit in. And it's gonna be awesome. It's really beautiful.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching. There's a video here YouTube thinks you might like, and over here is one of my favorite playlists, just about all the animals and stuff on the farm. But go ahead and watch those videos and make sure you subscribe. Thanks.